start with the muscles of the arm, the medial view. Over here will be the triceps brachii, and on top will be the biceps brachii over here, and this is the tricep. We're gonna start with the lateral view of the muscles of the arm. So over here, this one that I'm pointing out will be the spinal deltoid. This one over here is the spinal trapezius. So we're gonna start with muscles of the arm, the lateral view. At first, the spinal deltoid will be this muscle over here, and then the spinal trapezius is the muscle over here. It's the one over here, this one. And then we have the latissimus dorsi, which is the one over here. And then we have the okay. And then the dorsopectorocularis is going to be this one, the long one over here, this one that I'm pointing at. And then we have the triceps, the long head, it's this one over here, this one. And then the brachialis, it's the one over here, that's the brachialis. Continuing with the muscles of the arm, we have the acrometrapezius, which is this one over here. And then we have the clavodeltoid, which is this one over here. Now we're going to talk about the muscles of the back. At first, we have the spinal deltoid muscle of the back. And the spinal deltoid is this one over here. No, it's this one over here, that's the spinal deltoid. And then we're gonna talk about the clavodeltoid, which is this one over here for the back. And the acrometrapezius, which is this one over here, this one, that's the acrometrapezius. And now we're gonna talk about the muscle of the back, the superficial muscles. First, we have the spinal trapezius, which is this one over here. That's spinal trapezius. And then we have the latissimus dorsi. No, sorry, this is the latissimus dorsi. The spinal trapezius, it's this one over here. It'll be this one over here. And then the acrometrapezius, which is this one. We have more muscles of the back. We have the serratus ventralis, which is gonna be this one over here. This one is the serratus ventralis. This one over here. And then we have the splenius, which is going to be this one. That's the splenius over here. And then we have the rhomboideus scapulis, which is this one. And then we have the rhomboideus thoracic, which is going to be this one over here. It's going to be this one over here. And then we have the rhomboideus thoracic, which is going to be this one. It's going to be over here, this one. Now we're going to talk about muscles of the leg, the medial view. First, the tibialis cranialis. This is going to be this one over here, this one. And now the flexor digitorum superficial, which is going to be this one over here. That's going to be the flexor. Okay, now we're gonna talk about the muscles of the leg, the lateral view. First, we have the extensor digitorum, which is gonna be this one over here. And then we have the peroneus longus, which is gonna be this one over here. And now we have the gastrocnemius, the lateral head. And this one is going to be this part over here. I cut it, but it's going to be this part over here, this one. And that's for the lateral view. We're gonna talk about the medial view when we cut in between the sartorius and gracilis. We have the adductor femoris, which is going to be this one over here. And then we have the adductor longus, and the longus is going to be this one over here. And then we have the semitendinosus, and the semitendinosus is going to be this one. And then we have the semibranosus, and the semibranosus is going to be this one and this one over here. And yeah. And over here we have the rectus, when we cut between the gracialis and the sartorius, we have the rectus femoris and the vastus medialis, which they fall in between right here. Okay, now we're going to talk about the muscles of the thigh, starting with the semitendinous, which is going to be this one over here, and then the quadrifemoralis, this one's going to be over here, this one. And then we're going to talk about the biceps femoris, which is going to be this one. And then we're going to talk about the tensor fascia lata, which is this one. And then the gluteus maximus, it's going to be this one over, like I cut through it, but it's going to be this one over here. And then we have the vastus lataris, and this one is going to be this one over here. This one over. Okay, now we're going to talk about the muscles of the chest. The muscles of the chest are the pectoralis major. The pectoralis major is going to be this one over here. That's the pectoralis major. I cut through it. And the pectoralis minor, which is going to be the one on top of it. And we're going to talk about the muscles of the head and neck, starting with the mylohyoid cut, which is going to be this one over here. And then the digastric, and the digastric is going to be this one. I cut through it. This one over here. And then we're going to talk about the sternothyroid, and the sternothyroid is this one over here. And then we are going to talk about the sternomastoid, and this is going to be that's going to be over here. It's this one. And now we're gonna talk about the masseter, and it's going to be this one here.